Hey YouTube, it's been a long time, hasn't it? This is the first time I've uploaded a video of my Cadillac. In fact, this is the first time I've uploaded a video on YouTube in general. It's been like, I don't know, a couple of years? Please excuse the crows, they won't shut the hell up. As you can see, it is a beautiful spring day in my hometown of Virginia Beach. There is my Cadillac. She's been sitting for a while. We've been working on her, doing a lot of restoration work. Today is the day that me and Richard will be working on the car. I am very sorry to say that she's not doing so hot. She needs some new body fillers and a lot of new parts, and a lot of wiring has to be done. In the meantime, how about I get this car cover off and give you a tour. Right now she's not running, but she's got some power to her. I just charged the battery. Give me a second. Alright, here we are again. Just remove the cover. This is how Coco is sitting right now. Right now, at the moment, she's doing okay for the most part. Right now she's kind of filthy, you know, from all the pollen and all the dirt. I've kept the car cover on her, but still Mother Nature has not been kind. This is still coming off, but it's holding on the best it can. You know, there's pollen dust all over the place. And over here, these body fillers that you see a lot on a lot of most 80s and 70s Cadillacs, these are full of holes and cracking, and they need to be replaced. I keep finding some on eBay for at least 90 bucks, but every time I add them to my eBay watch list, after about a week or maybe a few days, they say, offer ends in 15 minutes. And I never actually have the money, and then they get deleted off eBay. You know, my 28th birthday is coming up. I need Cadillac parts. Alright, and that's not the only part I need. Right here, this needs to be replaced too. I mean, look at this. That's the license plate filler. I also need a new backup light, because this one was crudely put in with rubber glue or something like that. And it's missing a screw hole, so that's why it was put in so sloppily. I mean, look at this one. I tried to epoxy glue it at some point, but as you can see, Mother Nature is a cruel, cold-hearted bitch. And my tires are somewhat dry-rotted. Already bought a new set of white walls, but I haven't had the chance to install them yet. These are the old ones. I mean, look how bald this tire is. You could not drive a good distance on these tires. They would eventually go flat. I think these tires have only one good trip left in them. I mean, the right front tire is the worst one. I'm thinking that I've probably got uneven tire wear. That's just how it is sometimes. Over here, in this filler for the bumper under the headlight, it's got a big old nasty crack in it because Mother Nature during wintertime cracked the hell out of it. I will eventually get this car nice and washed up and waxed. I'll do whatever I can. In the meantime, she has to be how she is. I don't have the hubcaps locked down, as you can plainly see. I had to remove the center locking caps that go right here on the lug nuts, because we're going to get these tires replaced soon. And when I drive, I have to remove the hubcaps, split them in the trunk so they don't pop off on wide turns. But I spray painted the rims black, as you can plainly see. It's the best I can do. I used a black glossy spray paint, and it worked out really well. Guess I'll put this right here for now. But yeah, the hubcaps are in good shape, and the locking caps are still in the trunk with the new tires and a few other parts. Here, in fact, I'll show you what I've got in the trunk right now. As one might perceive, white wall tires are pretty expensive. In fact, the Coker brand white wall tires are the most expensive. If you try to get those online, it's going to be like $300, $400 a tire. $200 for the least amount. My pull-down latch isn't working. But these are the new tires that I just bought. I cleaned them, shined them up, got the blue color off the white wall part. The Chrysler hubcaps to my sister's old wrecked car are in here because I'm going to sell them on Craigslist. They're all ready for sale if you want to buy them for like a 30 or 40 a piece. They're for sale. The tires, these are brand new. My Aunt Donna got them for me, and you know, I had to wait only a day for them to come in. I ordered them online. These are brand new Milestar white wall tires. 225/75R15 is the size, and they are perfect, and they'll be ready to install. These right here are what the hubcaps lock onto. You put them on 3 lug nuts on the rim, and this little screw thing here will lock the hubcap in place so nobody can steal it. There's a special key to unlocking hubcaps. A lot of older luxury cars have that. It's really cool. But right now they're in the trunk for now, and I'll put them on when I get the new tires on. Or whatever. I got a nice blanket lying down here in the trunk so it doesn't get filthy again. I got the temporary donut spare tire right there. That's all I got to work with at the moment. I mean, someday I'll get a full-size spare that matches these. Just don't know if I'll have enough money for it yet. This body filler right here that's plastic, it's holding out pretty well. And this one too, I won't have to replace these. That's a good thing. Or at least not anytime soon. As you can see, the metal's holding up pretty well. It's still got some dirt in between, but not too bad. There is a little bit of rust right here under the trunk lid. As you can see, a little bit of rust to set in. But I'm sure some naval jelly and some sanding and maybe a fresh paint of that GM spray paint that I can get will take good care of that. As for the body filler situation, the best way that I can take care of that is buy the non-painted body fillers off eBay if they can restock them or something. And they'll be like a black or gray color. All I have to do is hang them in the garage, spray them with the blue GM spray paint they sell at Advance Auto, this exact blue color, install them, put the fresh pinstriping on them, and they'll be good as new. Pardon me. Now, as far as rust issues goes, this car's not doing too bad. I mean, it's got a few slight rust issues here and there, but they barely show. In fact, there's a little one right here from where the paint got chipped, but it's still a work in progress. The power pull-down trunk latch is not working because we disconnected a lot of the fuses and wiring under the dash. I'll show you that in a minute. It always works. I mean, if we reconnected it, it would work, no problem. As you can see, we got the hubcap instructions. It's kind of covered in mold, I think. That's weird. Never noticed that. And, of course, we got jacking instructions. They're still in the trunk lid. And the service parts identification. Do not remove, it says. Oh. It's all in good hands. Now, let's show you the interior of this ride. As the interior sits, it's a little bit dirty, but it's not too bad. It still smells nice in here, thanks to that air freshener I bought. Now, take a look. Me and my stepdad took apart this entire fuse panel underneath the dash, and the wiring is still kind of a mess, but we're still working on it. Now, we've been trying to get this panel off, but the little hex screw or whatever that's underneath here that takes an Allen wrench to get off this little tab. It's been stripped and we have to drill it out and get it out. And Richard says he found another one at his work that hopefully should fit this. So this panel part here is not going to come off until we get this little tab off. The headlight switch, I don't know why I left that on. The headlight switch is well, what's wrong with the headlights? I'll tell you what's wrong with the headlights. The front parking lights are not working. The headlights are working, but not the parking lights. The rear parking lights are working, but the car will not pass inspection unless all parking lights are working. Cruise control works, you know. Air conditioning, heating, the climate control system does not work at all. It just stopped working about a year or so after I bought the car. Probably a glitch in the electronics. And you see the steering wheel? It needs to be fixed. The column is loose. But it's still got very good power steering. The smoothest power steering ever. This wiper switch that I put in here is brand new. The other one was glitchy and it kept coming apart. We tried to resolder it. It didn't work out, so I bought a new one off eBay. The wipers work, but they're a little clunky. But yeah, as you can plainly see, this car is a work in progress. Now, as far as everything goes here, you know, the locks are not working because we disconnected everything. Power seats aren't working either on your other mirror. Oh, wait. The mirrors barely work. As you can see, this door panel needs to be replaced. Just this section, really. It's all cracked up to hell. I tried going on eBay to find one, but they don't have one in the color that I'm looking for. But yeah, as the interior sits, it's a little messy because we're still working on it. If you want to see what this car looks like before we started doing all this crap, just check my my video gallery and look at all the videos of my Cadillac. You'll see exactly what I mean. But so far, you know, the interior courtesy lights are working. But the horn is not working and this car won't exactly start, so we disconnected a lot of wiring. As you can see, she's got like 95,000 miles on her. And that's a lot of miles on this Caddy, but she's doing okay. Fuel gauge is right there. I had to remove the rearview mirror because I'm still working on it. I keep trying to glue this tab back on because it kept falling off. Couldn't find the perfect glue to put it on. I've tried the rearview mirror adhesive kit, but none of them were working, so I had to use a little bit of Gorilla Glue, and it works. Yeah, but so far, we've been taking everything apart. Headliner's still sagging, and these thumbtacks are holding it up, but I have to get this thing restored. As for the vinyl top, here, let me show you what happened. We had a tornado storm a few weeks ago, and there's some hail damage. Feel it closely. There's some hail damage to the vinyl top. There's like a bunch of little crescent-shaped cracks all over the place. And it's going to cost like $800 or $1,200 to get this vinyl top restored. That's not going to be easy work. As far as the back seat goes, we got part of the dash panel right here, and we got a bunch of parts that we're still working on. But the cigarette lighters still work. All the cigarette lighters mounted in the door, some little luxury cars had that, they still work. I added cup holders right there. This car doesn't have any cup holders. That's just how it is. And the power seats aren't working because, we disconnected everything, like I said. But more or less, the car is in somewhat decent shape. I still got an exhaust leak I got to fix, and, everything in this car has been shot to hell so far. Electrically. I'll pop open the hood and show you guys the engine. Oh, baby. I just charged the battery. This one's kind of defective, so I got to replace that. This has a 5.0 carbureted V8 engine. It's a pain in the ass to start on freezing cold mornings, but it'll run for you. So far, we still got a lot of work to do. This is going to be a very impossible job to do, but we're doing everything we can to get this car restored and roadworthy. I want to get this done by the time my birthday rolls around, but I don't think that will be possible. My stepdad has been super busy trying to work on other stuff for other people, and he hasn't been time to work on my caddy. And this thing has been sitting and sitting and sitting for like almost 5 years. And sometimes, it's not street legal yet, but a lot of times I would just take it for quick runs around the block just to give her some exercise. This car deserves to be on the road. It can't just sit forever and never rot away in our driveway forever. This is a Cadillac. Just letting it sit and rot is an insult to the Cadillac's heritage. It's just wrong. Everything I've done for this caddy, all the money that I've been trying to pour into it, it's hard to keep up. And all these electrical glitches are not going to be easy to fix. Especially the fact since this power antenna doesn't work anymore and you have to pull it up by hand. It's not an easy job. And I'm trying everything I can to keep this car well preserved. But since I can't keep a garage kept and there's no room in our cluttered garage, a stepdad's got a hoarding problem, as you can see. We can't keep it indoors anywhere. So this poor thing is suffering. In fact, I wish I could start a donation page. But who would want to donate to fix a Cadillac? Come on. They usually want to donate for childhood cancer instead. That's not a bad thing, but, I guess human lives are more important than cars. But anywho, we're still trying to work on this car. It's still a work in progress, and I'll try to upload more YouTube videos of this car if I can get it working again. She runs, but everything's disconnected right now. Try to be patient. We're going to do everything we can to get this car restored, all right, YouTube? So in the meantime, I'll keep you guys posted. By the way, I also heard a rumor that YouTube is having some issues right now financially, but I'm sure it's just a little scare. As far as everything goes on this car, I think a little later today I might upload another video of me and my stepdad working on it. He promised that when he got home from whatever he's working on at that lady's house, he'd help us work on this car. I still got a lot of work to do, and it's not going to be easy, and it's going to take thousands of dollars to restore this caddy. This car means more to me than anything, and I will do anything to keep her in good shape. But right now, I'm just penniless, jobless, still living with my parents, and I'm struggling to make ends meet. Pray for me, pray for this car, that she gets working again. I'll catch you later, YouTube.